morning and welcome back to another, what I'm hoping is going to be a weekly vlog. You know me, the weekly vlogs end up not leaving my house and just filming food the whole time, but I actually am leaving the house this morning because I have a midwife appointment. So yeah, I just ran upstairs. I'm so happy. I need to leave here in 20 minutes, right? The hair's done, my makeup's almost done, but I'm still in my jammies. Blake needs dressed. Probably pushing it slightly for the time, but it'll take you along, not to the appointment, because we're not allowed to film in the NHS, which is absolutely fine. But today I am, what am I doing? I'm getting a blood test and I'm getting weighed and I'm getting measured, and I wanted to film it because last time I got measured we were at, so I think we were 31 weeks or 30 weeks and measuring 31, something like that. So when they show you your graph where you're plotting, she's like, okay, so you're slightly above the kind of average line. So this happened with Blake as well when I was pregnant with her. So she said next time I feel like you might be plotting even slightly higher than that again, and if you are, probably going to send you for a growth scan just to see, you know, just a wee bit of insight. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to do that because I want to have another scan. You get such little scans in the NHS, obviously. I think you only get 2 or 3. Honestly, don't actually know. Maybe I can sit here whilst I do this because that way I can sit there. Ah, good idea. I think you only get like 2 or 3 scans. We did a private scan for a gender reveal, which we literally have it still sitting there, which is fun. But yes, I have my appointment and it's in 40 minutes. It is only 10 minutes away, so I would like to be leaving in the next 20-25 minutes. See when you have, why is this so dark? See when you have a toddler, you can't leave 10 minutes before. You can't leave 15 minutes before. Like, you need to have at least an extra 10 minutes prepped and planned, because getting in the car seat, getting out the car seat, Blake doesn't like to be carried, she wants to walk, and then you've got to check in, and oh my god, it's just a bit of a palaver. So we're going to go to that today and I'm quite looking forward to it actually. I do quite enjoy them. I actually think we're talking about birth plan possibly as well. I feel like so last time when we had a birth plan for Blake, I feel like they had a big massive form and I sat and went through like all my preferences, so it's not like set in stone. I think that's what we're doing today. I think we must be, because I don't think there's many more appointments after this, surely. But 34 weeks, we've only got 6 weeks to go. But yeah, so it's not like set in stone. It's that, what are your preferences going into this, and what is like kind of your plan, but obviously it can change. So they may ask you things like, you know, because we're going to hospital, so they ask you things like, what kind of pain management do you want, if any? Do you want just a midwife in there? Do you also want like a doctor? How many people do you want in the room? How many people will you have like with you? All this kind of stuff. Will you be required in use of like the pool, like the water therapy or whatever? This is about all I can remember. I could be wrong. And then there's a whole, do you want delayed cord clamping? I'd actually like to sit and talk about all this because I had a full plan for Blake and it went tits up. Maybe we'll talk about this in this video actually. Maybe we'll sit and have a wee quick chat about it, like a quick reflection, just a quick one, nothing insane. Because I actually would like to sit and properly talk about like birth story and birth plan. Can't decide if this is the video for it yet or not, but yeah, that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing today. Also, the blood test, probably a urine test, get measured, get weighed. As far as I'm aware, I'm like 14 kilo up already. I'm saying already, we've only got like 6 weeks left. But it's funny because I was looking at pictures from last time. My face got so much fatter last time at this stage, so I'm really hoping it kind of doesn't. One thing I think that really helped in this pregnancy, and the only thing I've done differently, is, well, I have a toddler to run after this time, whereas last time I was a wee more relaxed, taking naps and all that kind of stuff. I haven't napped once since being pregnant. I have not napped once. And I think the thing that has helped in terms of like the water retention and just maybe not being quite as like puffy, walking. It's literally just, I've been walking like every day for like half an hour a day, like, you know, to take like a walk to put her to sleep and stuff. And I honestly think that I forgot my powder, has made all the difference in the world. And it kind of just shows the importance of just getting your steps in, whether you're pregnant or not, obviously. I'm obviously well aware of my privilege in this pregnancy. Like, I have like a low risk healthy pregnancy. I'm fine to exercise, I'm fine to lift weights, eat as normal if I can, like no issues whatsoever, touch wood. And obviously I know a lot of women don't have that, so I am aware that it's a very big blessing to be able to like continue my lifestyle, if you like. I actually need to leave in 10 minutes, so I will see you after my appointment. Okay, appointment done. It was actually a really quick one. This wasn't the one that I thought it was going to be with the birth plan and stuff. Apparently you don't do that till the 37 weeks, and I'm like, that seems awfully late. But basically with NHS you have an app, it's called Badger Notes or something like that, and you can go in and see your appointments and things. I can actually see all my like stuff with my pregnancy with Blake and our birth and all that, but anyway, apparently you have to go on that and just kind of jot down your rough preferences, and then you talk about it next time you're in. I have got to go for a growth scan, but not for them being big, for them possibly being on the smaller side. Actually, that wasn't our choice. Our choice was because, so I had a different midwife than I normally have, and she said, she measured me and she said you're measuring at 33 centimetres at 34 weeks, whereas last time I was measuring like 31 at 30, something like that. She's like, so every single person that measures differently. It could just be down to that. She's like, it literally could just be that we measure differently, and as a result it's a bit inconsistent and it's shown that you haven't grown as much or whatever. So to go for a growth scan either today or tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping it's tomorrow. It's not my agenda to go today. Obviously I will go today, but it wasn't in my plan. So yeah, the appointment went well. It was really quick. I was in and out in like 20 minutes. Blake comes to all my appointments obviously because, well, she's with me, and she is just in this stage right now of wanting to help all the time. So after they did the whole, you know, they listening to the heartbeat, she was doing that, and Blake gets awfully like concerned at somebody touching me, right? She's like, oh, but then obviously you've got the gel on your stomach for that, and they give you the tissue to like wipe it off, and Blake was like wanting to do it, so she was like wiping me, and I thought it was just lovely. Not the time, but anyway, everything was well, everything was fine. Just to go for a growth scan, check where we're at. But other than that, 6 weeks to go. 6 weeks to go, my god. Good afternoon, welcome to what is now Monday. I've just finished a meal prep video because, oh my god, I'm so bad. Finished a meal prep video for Instagram and TikTok for my festive challenge that's coming out next week. Let me get my voice back. So these are the tiramisu baked oats that we made a couple of days ago. This is an air fryer Buddha bowl, right? It's got barbecue tofu, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, lettuce, and what do you call that? Lime. See this meal prep, by the way, I'm actually kind of into it now because I don't have the time or the energy whilst I am pregnant. This, 10 out of 10. And it's the quickest, easiest one of them all. It's a crispy tofu udon. Like, that is tofu, like shredded tofu, air fried, done with noodles and like the quickest sauce ever. Meal prep menu for the week. Hello. So, long story short, on Friday, this Friday, the 28th of November, is my Black Friday sale for my Plant Fit app. Now, this is the biggest sale of the year. It's the only time I do 50% off because, quite frankly, guys, 50% off is daylight robbery, right? It is a big percentage, and it, you know, I don't make obviously much from a 50% off of an app. So I obviously just want to do it once a year to give you the opportunity to actually get on. If you're someone that's been looking at the app or looking for plant-based inspiration, fitness inspiration, wants to kickstart like your next year, all the rest of it, understand macros, or do a body recomp course, or do this or do that, but you've just thought, I don't have the funds right now, then this is the time to do it, because I think it's usually like £15 a month, so it's like £7 a month, £7, we'll call it £7, £8 a month that it'll work out as, which is that's a big discount. But yes, it's happening on Friday the 28th, and it's only for 24 hours. So guys, it is such a big discount that it doesn't necessarily benefit me business wise, but it benefits some of you that are like desperate to try it and just haven't been in a position to be able to do so. I always try and keep obviously my app and things, or anything that I come out with, as affordable as possible. I don't live a fancy lifestyle. I don't expect people to follow me to be having all this fancy lifestyle and abundance of money. I want you to be able to have access to all of the things that I create, like the most people to be able to access it, right? But long story short, the app sale is on Friday. It is only for 1 day, so I'm going to leave a link down below if you want to get on the priority list, i.e. you'll get an email telling you the sale is live. Like, you get reminded so you don't forget, so you don't miss out. So if you are someone that's like, no, I'm actually desperate to get that 50% off, excuse me. But lining up with that, I felt like coming into the festive period, personally, like me myself, I'm obviously in a stage of life now where I am due a baby in like less than 6 weeks, right? The gym I've been hitting normally about 4 times a week, sometimes 3. I'm finding the 3 a bit more realistic right now. I'm just getting to the kind of really look at me guys, I'm getting to the real heavy stage. I'm just getting a wee bit uncomfy. I'm tired. I don't want to get up early. There's a lot of factors, so I've decided to switch my training to 3 days a week, and I'm doing 3 full body workouts. So I'm hitting all the muscles as much as I normally would, actually a bit more, because I don't normally do obviously legs 3 times a week or upper body 3 times a week. I normally do 2 upper body, 2 lower body, but I've switched it now. Starting this week, I'm going to do 3 full body workouts a week, and I just think that's going to be the most efficient way for me to just make sure I am hitting all the muscle groups, trying to maintain as much muscle mass as possible, and obviously movement going forward. A, until I have a baby, but B, also through the festive period. So then I thought, well, I'm going to make a fun challenge on my app for those that are either in the same position as me, or you're just like, you might be a socialite, you might think it's festive period, I don't have the time to go to the gym 4 times a week, 5 times a week, and you just can't be bothered either, right? So I thought, what is a really realistic but fun festive thing to do? We are doing a challenge. It starts on Monday, the 1st of December. So basically, get your Black Friday deal this weekend and start the challenge on Monday. It's a 21-day sleigh, right? 21-day sleigh. It's a 3-week going from the 1st of December till the 21st of December. 3 full body workouts a week. Get in your hot girl walks as well, right? Get your steps in. We have 10 new recipes, a new meal plan every week. So this is exhibit A of my meal plan. Like, just look, all really fun, quick, easy recipes, relatively festive themed, you know, not OTT, but like tiramisu oats. That sounds festive to me. Or, you know, a Brussels sprout sweet potato Buddha bowl sounds quite festive to me. But I think we did 10 or 12 new recipes, I can't remember, and made meal plans out of them. Obviously you can switch it up and do it whatever way you want in the app. Quick rundown of the app, I'll give you that in a second. The 21-day sleigh challenge. 3 full body workouts a week for 3 weeks. New meal plan every single week. And we are also going to do a separate community on the app, so if you're part of this challenge, just like fun challenge, I'll motivate each other in there, say like it's 21 days, let's just do it, let's smash it. Post your pictures, videos, chat to each other, all the rest of it. And also we're going to do on the app 10 days of giveaways. So I already have some fun brands that I've had meetings with, calls with, that are like, yep, we will send prizes out. So I'm actually very, very, very excited for the next couple of weeks for multiple reasons. But yes, with the actual app itself, guys, you can go on and work out your own macros, your own calories. You can also just not do that if you're not interested in tracking your calories. You can then pick any recipe on the app for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, put it into a meal plan. It will generate the shopping list for that meal plan. It can adjust recipes to fit your portion sizes if you have worked out your macros and calories. You can do meal prep, you can just do like quick recipes, you can do all kinds. Honestly, my app is, I honestly think it will change people's lives. I personally love it. Obviously, and all the feedback I get from it's always the same, like, oh my god, this is what I needed, I'm trying to go plant-based, or I'm trying to eat more just like plant protein, or I don't know how to hit my protein, or oh, I wanted to do a body recomp, I didn't have a clue what it was. We have like a full course on like body recomp, for example, and it's not just like a workout program. There's videos, there's education, there's topics, there's articles teaching you how to actually do things. It's not just a fitness app, guys. It's an all-rounded wellness hub of information, but it's simple. It's very simple, and that's like the key takeaway from my app. I always wanted to create something clean, simple, and to the point. None of the recipes are hard, right? I don't have time for hard recipes, right? I just don't. Like, this was all air fried or flung in one thing and put in the oven, or that was stir fried in 5 minutes. Like, nothing takes long, and it's all high protein, well balanced, mostly healthy, obviously, recipes. So do not miss out. Get to the link in my description box down below. Get on the priority list to get 50% off the app, and then on Monday we start the 21-day sleigh, which is a 3-week fun festive fitness challenge that'll fit around your social life. It'll fit around all the festive fun, because it's only 3 days a week. With that being said, I need an inhaler. Actually, side note, after my doctor's appointment, midwife appointment, where she said, oh, you seem to now be measuring small, I was like, right. But I remember I told you, remember the whole, oh, obviously you remember because it was like the last clip, even though it was a few days ago from me. So that was on like the Thursday. No, it wasn't, the Wednesday, whenever it was, right? I had an appointment. She plotted me, I had a different midwife, she plotted that I was basically showing that my fundal height or weight or whatever of the child's growth hadn't really changed much over like 3 weeks. So she was like, oh, you seemed ahead before and now you seem a bit behind, so it's kind of leveled out that it looks like you haven't grown much. She was like, but at the same time it could just be that we all measure different, but I'll send you for a scan anyway. So I went for a scan, and this woman was like, you're in the 90th percentile. You have grown a lot. Your baby has grown a lot. It is currently about £5.12 already. £5.12 at 34 weeks. We're in the 90th percentile. She was like, if the next time you get measured and you're actually above that, then we'll need to send you for a scan again, because then you're going to be like pushing into the 90s at the percentiles. I'm like, why do we keep making such big babies? Like, Blake was in the so for reference, they look back at Blake's chart. Basically they showed you a chart, right? And they showed you Blake's chart, and they said, right, at 34 weeks with Blake, she was at the 84th percentile, which is still quite obviously big. And this one at the same stage is at the 90th percentile, so they're already a wee bit ahead. And I was like, okay, my poor, get the forceps ready again. I'm not manifesting that, I'm not manifesting that. So yeah, just an update, because I realised that I didn't actually tell you, but we cook big babies over here, and I'm going to put it down to the soy. Soy babies! Okay, we're making ourselves a korma for dinner. It's only 4 o'clock, well it's 4:15, and I'm going to the gym. It's a Thursday night. I go to the gym on Thursday evening. This is the only day of the week I do a night time. Sorry, breath. But we are going to throw like a korma in the pan, so that by the time I come back, I'm literally just reheating it. So this is the thing with homemade food, right? Because this is like a home cooked meal. However, I'm using a pre-made paste because there's only so much home cooking that's convenient, and then the rest of it is just taking up too much time. So absolutely not an issue in life to use pre-done sauces here and there, a little bit of a pre-made paste. I'll show you the one that I got, because korma is not really something you would normally, let me see, let me zoom you in. Whee! Would normally get vegan. Normally obviously it's like a creamy sauce, so I'm gonna show you. We've got onion, coriander and ginger. And this is really quick, by the way. Let's see. Oh, I love a good curry, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy hearty food, especially at this time of year. Wow, look at that. Right guys, I'm literally gonna let this sit and simmer away, right? Oh, look at it. Tofu korma. Like I said, we're going to have basmati rice, that would focus, and then of course a little bit of naan bread, Can't go wrong, can't go wrong. So I think I'm going to call it for this video because I want to get this up before I go to the gym. Just in case any of you are interested in the Black Friday sale, it does go live tomorrow. So like I said, first link in the description box will allow you to get on the priority list. It literally, all you do is put your email in so that when it goes live, you'll get an email so that you can just go straight on and join. My face is getting a bit on the fat side of pregnancy, won't lie. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy, and if you have been thinking about trying my app and joining, this would be the time to do it, because I'm never going to do 50% off again. Maybe next Black Friday, but that's a year away. 50% is just robbing me, right? I've got children to feed. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.